Hi, my name is Officer Gonzalez, and today I'll be conducting your citizenship interview. How are you feeling today? How is the weather outside? Can I see your permanent resident card, your passport, and your ID, please? Thank you. Do you have your appointment letter with you? Can I see it, please? Thank you. What is your full legal name? Okay. What other names have you used in the past? Okay. What changes will you like to make to your name? State your name as you would like it to be. Okay. I'm just double checking. Okay. Now, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions. Please just answer yes or no or more when it's needed. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? Why not? Okay. Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? Okay. Do you now have or do you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined into a mental institution? Do you understand what a mental institution is? What is a mental institution? Okay. Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, a terrorist organization? What is communism? Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, that you worked for or associated in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion. What is genocide? Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization. What is a guerrilla group? What is a militia? Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay. What is a labor camp? Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization to use a weapon against any person or threaten to do so? Did you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person, or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? Okay. Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is a weapon? Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in, help, an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including immigration officers, for any reason? What is cited? Okay. Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed in probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Okay, allow me a moment. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te está yendo con la práctica? Recuerda que si te gustaría prepararte para responder una entrevista como esta, ofrecemos un curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. En este curso encontrarás un orden de trabajo sin interrupciones que podrás estudiar a tu propio ritmo y a tus propios tiempos sin importar tu nivel de inglés. Además, contarás con el apoyo de nuestro equipo ayudándote en tu preparación. Recuerda, esta página es cursosconfernando.com. Continuemos con la práctica. Mucha suerte. Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold or smoked controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or tried to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? What is a habitual drunkard? Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain an immigration benefit while in the United States? Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Okay. Now we're going to do the civic test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions and you will need to answer at least 6 of them correctly. First question. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? The House of Representatives has how many voting members? Who vetoes bills? What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Name one U.S. territory. What is an amendment? What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Okay, you approved this portion of the interview. Now we're going to do the reading and writing test. Please read the following sentence. Now please write the following sentence. The citizens elect Congress. The citizens elect Congress. The citizens elect Congress. Okay, congratulations. You also approved the reading and writing tests. Where were you born? Okay. And what is your date of birth? When did you get your permanent residency? Okay. How did you become a permanent resident? Okay, I see. What are the last 4 of your social? And what is your height and your weight? What is your marital status? How many times have you been married? Okay. Do you have any children? Okay. How many children do you have? Okay. Where do you currently live? How long have you lived there? Okay. Where do you live before? Okay. And what do you do for a living? How long have you worked at your job? Tell me about your job. What do you do at your job? Okay, thank you. What is the last day you travel out of the United States? How long was this trip for? Where did you go? And when did you return? Okay, just please help me confirm this information. How many trips have you taken out of the United States in the last 5 years? And how many total days have you spent outside of the United States in the last 5 years? Okay, one more question. Why do you qualify to be an American citizen? That's a great answer. Okay. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Okay, congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview. Si te gustaría informarte de cómo son las entrevistas en la oficina que a ti te corresponde, dónde tendrás tu entrevista, te invito a que nos sigas en nuestro segundo canal de YouTube, Citizens Ahora. En este segundo canal ponemos experiencias todos los días de diferentes partes del país. Puede ser que una de estas experiencias te dé información que tú necesitas para tu entrevista. Así que no olvides, síguenos en nuestro segundo canal de experiencias, Citizens Ahora.